Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the third special early evening edition from Comeback King Enterprises and Conversations with Jeff. And my dear friend, Monica Hall, for those of you that have been checking us out on Tuesday, we appreciate that. And Mo, we got some more fire for you today, right? No one talks about this part of the divorce. That's the thought. Why not? And you're going to find out why not. And you're going to find out what this part of the divorce is. But I want you to hang around, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. She will, right? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I am the host of Conversations with Jeff, and affectionately known as the Comeback King. And we put this little chat together because speaking with Monica and her telling her story and how she went from just like blindsided and her world blowing up. I mean, literally, she might even talk about it. If you haven't heard about it, we'll send you some of the replays. But man, she went from devastation, in a lot of ways, to the person she is today, and an author and podcaster, and she's helping heal women and that came from that are in her history, the path that she's come through, right, with her intent to just share her story, share her journey, and I've been getting her to talk a little bit about. She's got some books, man. We got to push her out the door to get to these books done, y'all, so we can get all the information. She's just giving us some nuggets, but I'm gonna tell you something, the Nuggets are fire. So I want to make sure I didn't miss anything before we bring her up here, right? We got some things going on. So you know what we're talking about here. And this is the third one, and the other ones are on replay. If you want them, you're going to get those. All you have to do is ask for those. And then the last thing is make sure when you see, most of you can't see the replay, but when you do that, let's participate, right? Let's show some love to her. Let's have some questions about something that maybe we want to talk more about, or you want to know more information around. Let us know that. She'll be glad to do that with you, because overall, it's just been an amazing journey for me to get to know her, right, and just watch her. Just y'all don't get to see her before we bring her up, but I get to talk to her behind the scenes, man. She's the same person, but it's just like electrifying. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking long enough to bring back for the third time this month. But we've been really fortunate to have Miss Monica Hall come back and talk to us about her journey, man. Let me see where we can get her up here. Hey, what's up there, Monica? How are you?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm pretty good today. How are you?
Oh, great. Glad to be here and excited about what we're going to talk about today. And your smile always lights up the room, man.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
to
Thank
be
you.
here tonight. I'm glad to be here tonight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're glad to have you as always. And I know we were kind of talking about the walk and some things like that. And you just went on a little walk, right? I mean, I know we're going to get to some stuff, but I want
Yeah,
people to
yeah.
kind of hear something I think would be really powerful because it's taking walks,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yes. What's
And
wonders for me? It's like my
yeah.
garden, right? So
Hmm.
the nature, just to be outside, just to feel the sun on your face. And also it's good for stress. If
Yeah.
you're feeling stressful, to walk to start reducing your stress, you need to exercise. You need to get that heart pumping, that body moving. It really does wonders for you
Yeah.
all around. So not only
Yeah.
does it help your heart, it helps your mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk and I'm praying. I could just
Yeah.
get it all out. Sometimes I'm crying. Sometimes I'm
Mm.
listening to music. I'm dancing in the street, just me and my music, and I'm just walking, walking, walking. But whatever it is, by the time I get back, I have left it on the pavement. And
Wow.
it's just is a great experience. So yeah,
Yeah.
need to take
Yeah.
a walk. Take a walk. Put them sneakers on. Walk
Put them
15
on.
minutes out, come 15 minutes back in. And if you can walk longer. But really,
Yeah.
it does wonders for you.
Well, I love what you said about leaving it on the pavement, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, just drop it, man. Don't, if you're not used to putting it at the feet of God every day, just drop it where you are,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We don't need to carry it.
We don't need
And
to carry it.
mm,
And guess
mm.
what? God is everywhere. So while I'm leaving it on the pavement, I'm still leaving it at his
You
feet.
still
I'm
leaving
still,
it at his
as
feet.
long
That's
as
right.
I'm getting it out, I'm getting it off me and I'm
Yeah.
casting my cares upon him because he cares
Yeah.
for me. So I'm getting it out of the body because when you keep
Yeah.
it in the body, it reacts in the body. Stress is a silent killer,
Mm.
right? So you
Ooh,
holding that, your body is feeling that. The headaches, the can't sleep at night, the tossing and turning, the worry, the
mm,
anxiety, all of that does numbers in our body. And when we
that's
hold it
right.
in, that brings forth diseases, that bring forth all of these other things, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, we
yeah.
need to get it out, get it off of you, get it far, far away
Mm.
as you can.
I'm shaking my fingertips now, right? Because I believe in what you're saying, and it impacts our critical organs,
It
right?
does.
People wonder why we have, as people of color, have high blood pressure and we have
Yeah.
sugar and all that because of traditionally, it's to show vulnerability, to talk about feelings and emotions as a sign of weakness in
Yeah.
our culture,
Yeah.
right? And that's why I wanted to talk about walking and to start this off because man, it's so simple and
And
but the
everybody,
results.
yeah, and mostly everyone can do it. And I say, listen, even if you're impacted that you can't walk, you can do chair exercises because some of us have bad knees. Some
Yeah,
of us, our upper body is strong. Do
yeah,
upper body, move your upper body. Whatever you can, there's something. Move your head around. There's
yeah,
something that you could do. Take deep breaths. Like
yeah.
all of this matters. And when you find yourself moving more, you actually start making better choices with eating,
Mm.
right?
Yeah,
Because it
yeah,
starts
yeah.
being connected. You'd be like, why am I walking and I'm eating this whole bag of potato chips, right? Or I'm eating this whole pint of ice cream. It helps you to make better choices. And you're right.
Absolutely.
Like traditionally, we don't eat well.
Yeah,
We don't drink enough water. We don't eat enough
yeah,
vegetables. So all of
yeah,
those things. I love that the summertime, well, the springtime is here
yeah.
and the weather is breaking. The blue winter is gone. And so, yeah, I don't like the
Yeah,
winter, but I love the summertime. That's my time.
yeah.
90 degrees, I'm
Ooh.
outside. I'm outside.
Mm. Well, the 90 degrees, we've had it for a couple of months now, but
I
it's like
know. Don't tell me I'm
it's had to
jealous.
tell blue skies and all of that, and we'll get off of this subject, but I just want to just tell people, and it's not that much more money to buy vegetables fresh, and I hear that all the time. It costs more money to eat healthy, and maybe not,
Yeah.
but I think that hey, just pick some things, set a different budget in place, and do that because we the people have a lot of life yet to
Yeah.
live, right? And
Yep.
you've been talking about the freedom that you've gotten from getting away from the pain and all the stuff that you've shared over the last few shows. And today's message, man, is ooh, mm,
Well, we're just gonna do a few things, and really, it's a little hard to do in this kind of setting. But whoever's listening, what I
yeah,
want you to do is to get a piece of paper and get a pen. And what we're gonna talk about is identifying where our pain is today.
mm,
And for me, my pain was my divorce. Right? So when you think about where your pain is, who is the first person that comes to your mind?
mm,
Let's think about that. Who is the person that comes to your mind? Or who is that person when you feel something in the gut of your stomach?
mm,
That's the name I want you to put down.
mm, mm.
And once you've done that, and you take as much time as you need. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching us live right now, my community is joining us.
Yes.
Think about who it is. Who comes to mind when you think about identifying that pain?
Mm,
And then think about, just ask yourself, what about this person is hurting you? What was the situation that hurt you?
mm. Yeah,
What
that's
was
good.
the situation that hurt you? For me, again, it was my divorce. It hurt me. My ex-husband, we talked a lot about this because we're talking about divorce and
Mm,
moving from that pain of that divorce into a life that is full, that is free, that is full of joy, that is full of happiness, that you can recover from divorce.
yeah.
You can recover and live a full life, right?
Mm,
So let's just sit right there. What about that situation actually hurt you?
Mm.
Okay, maybe it was something that someone said. Maybe it was something that didn't happen that you thought would happen. Or maybe it was something that did happen, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe it was how somebody treated you.
Mm.
You know, we have a
Mm.
lot of, not really have a lot of, but sometimes, you know, we just have this idea of what we think people are thinking about us. Sometimes nobody's thinking about you. It's just you and
At
your
all.
mind,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
walk into
yeah.
a room, you feel like everybody gets quiet. Oh no, they must have been talking about me. Girl, ain't nobody talking about you. Like
Nobody cares about that, right?
nobody really cares.
That's
But
it.
it matters to you because it's happening in your mind and your heart,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So at that moment, it is mattering to you.
That's right.
So think about that. What actually hurt? What happened? What was the situation with this person that really
Yeah.
hurt you?
Yeah, no, that's
And
really
then,
good. If I could say something, because I want to say something to you
go
about
ahead.
when they're looking about that person, don't forget to look at themselves. Maybe they put themselves on the list. That's
Yeah,
something that hurt. You know,
yeah.
you're talking about other people and other things. I just wanted to say, hey, what if, don't forget you. Because sometimes
Don't
the
forget
actions
you.
that we do create pain for ourselves, the consequences of our actions. So
Absolutely.
I just thank you for
Absolutely.
letting me interrupt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, because in relationships, there's two sides. There's three sides, right? It's
Yeah,
my
that's right.
side, it's your side, and it's the truth that's
And that's the
somewhere
truth.
between those two, right?
That's right.
So, no party is free. No
Yeah,
party is blameless, right?
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
very good. You have to look at yourself as well. And a lot of times with divorce, what happens? You go back and you play all the scrolls because you're trying to figure out, well, what happened when? When did it
yeah,
happen? What
yeah,
did I
yeah,
miss, right?
yeah. All the list of stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah,
You'd be like,
right,
"Oh,
right.
I missed this. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I should have known then." Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have this scroll in your head. But with that scroll comes that shame because now
Mm,
you're like, "Oh, I should have what I should
yeah,
have, right?
yeah,
Should have done
yeah,
what I." So you're right. You do have to forgive yourself. You do
yeah.
because sometimes it's easier to forgive other people, but we don't give our own selves grace. We don't tell
Hard. Yeah,
ourselves,
yeah.
"Listen, I forgive myself."
Fear ourselves because that also then leads to being able to heal. You know, you can't if it's about you and you haven't admitted it yet, you can't heal what you don't reveal about
Yeah.
everybody, but about yourself too. So
Yeah.
I just, you know, I love where you're going, but and I'm gonna give it back to you because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
on fire.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, but it's very true. So now I want you to think about, so this situation, what did it make you feel? What did it make you think about yourself?
Mm,
Did it make you feel unloved? Did it make you feel rejected?
mm,
Did it make you feel unworthy? Did it make you feel unprotected? What did this situation say about you? And it's really what you think this situation said about you because it's not really the truth, but it is the truth in that moment
in that moment, yes.
because I felt unloved, I felt
Mm,
rejected, I felt not good enough,
mm-hmm,
I felt defeated.
mm-hmm,
Boy,
mm,
oh boy, I had some feelings. Good Lord.
yeah, yeah. Me too. I mean, you know, I sit here like I say, ooh, yeah, ball up in the ball, crying like a little baby, shame and
Yeah,
guilt and all of
yeah.
that.
I
Yeah.
felt shameful.
Mm,
Yeah, I felt guilty,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what did this situation make you feel about yourself? Because
Mm,
when you can pinpoint that, and I'm always going to come from a faith-based perspective, right?
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because we need to take the word of God and say what God's word says about us. And that's
Yes.
how we combat these feelings. When you don't
Yes.
feel loved, when you feel rejected, right? You
Yeah.
go find the scripture for God so loved the world. That's
Yeah.
you.
That's
He
you.
loved me. While
Yeah.
I was yet in my sin,
And
he
your
died
sin.
on the cross for me. And all my
Yeah.
messed up stuff, all my backward ways, he still thought of Monica and he
Yeah.
still died on the cross, right? But
Yeah.
you have to identify these things. I was thinking today as well, my mom probably won't mind me sharing this, but if you do, mom,
Yeah, yeah. We love you too. It's my fault. Blame it on me, Mom. I made it through it.
next month we're gonna talk about grace for our mothers. But I was
Yes.
thinking about my childhood and how growing up in my childhood, I felt like things should have been different. Like things
Yeah.
could have been different. They weren't as happy, let's say that, as I would have wanted them to be, right? And so we have a situation where my mom was taking us someplace else so that we could be better cared for.
Mm.
And so as a kid on the bus, knowing where I'm going, I felt like, oh my gosh, my mom doesn't love us. My
Yeah.
mom is not going to take
Yeah.
care of us, like all of these
Yeah.
things. And so as a child, as you're growing up, you start looking for love from other people, or you start
Yeah.
looking for a way for people to show you love by doing
Right.
things for them, by this, by that, right? You kind of try to make up for it. So
Yeah.
it's important as best we can, and in a positive way do it, because bringing up these feelings can also bring some negativity with it, where you start self-medicating and you
Right.
start, because they're hard feelings. These are not
That's
easy
right.
things to go through, right? And
Yeah.
that's why we talk also about therapy.
Yeah.
You
That's
need
right.
someone, to come and help walk side beside you, because
That's right.
these are hard emotions and hard feelings, and sometimes they're locked away for a long time,
Long
right?
time.
For a
Yeah. I
long
mean, heavy and stacked on top of some other stuff. So you got to dig
Yeah,
all that out.
yeah,
And each
yeah,
thing you can dig hurts, right?
yeah,
And so you get to one of them that really hurts, and
yeah.
then there's some healing. So and I'm glad you mentioned therapy, because we don't pretend to be therapists.
Nope.
And so if you need it, we're not here to. This is not a clinical message anyway. This is a more real life earned experience. So
Yeah.
there is that separation, and we claim that. But what you experience, listen, I believe that everything that we've been through is not just for us to go through, but to help somebody else who needs only Monica is going to reach them. The millions of people that Monica can reach, you're doing that.
I
So
I believe that. I believe
yeah,
that. I believe that. It's not just for us. He doesn't waste anything. God doesn't
nah,
waste anything. Not
nah,
one thing you go through, even while you're in the middle, because we talked about the scripture about all things work together for your good. I don't know
yeah,
how, I don't know when, it don't make sense. It's like none of this makes sense, Lord.
nothing.
But
Yes,
after you get through and you get to kind of get a back view of it, you be like,
hmm,
okay, I see your work now. But at the
yeah,
time while you're going through, you don't see the work. You don't see the breaking. You don't see the reshaping. You don't see the strengthening of your faith. You don't see, tearing down the things that need to be torn down. You
yeah,
don't see the idols that God is
yeah,
crashing.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? Because sometimes we have those things in us and we don't even know that they're there until we
yeah,
start experiencing life's challenges. Let's put
yeah.
it that way.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. Yes,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
when you start
Yeah,
experiencing life challenges, you begin to really see what you're made of.
right. And that's why I get excited when I hear that we talk about that, because that's a lifestyle. I mean, we can either choose to let that run us over, or we can choose to stand in it every day, Monica, and say, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in
Be
it."
glad.
Be glad in it. I mean, we are His children. We are inheritors of the planet, right? So we are
Yeah.
in the best position possible.
Yes.
And it's the human pieces that we get all mixed up in there. Drop that crap to the
Yeah.
ground, right? And let's stand in that piece of it. So the comebacks in life are designed for a Christian lifestyle that is full of faith, full of hope, right? And servitude, right? And
Yeah.
so, I mean, man, comebacks, baby. I look forward to them, because I know God's got something on the other side if I don't give up, right?
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
take my eyes off of me and put them on someone else, it's all the magic. So anyway,
No,
I
it's
love where you're
okay. It's
going.
okay.
Yeah.
You're doing good. You're doing good. because this is what impacts the people when you think about it, right? This is not something that you do just one time. This is
Right.
not something that's just going to happen one time. This is something that you're going to keep doing. You're going to keep forgiving. Things are
Yeah.
still going to be revealed to you. Things are still
Yeah.
going to come up. And then sometimes triggers are going to show up. And then you have to
Mm.
wonder, how do you deal with this trigger? So this is, like you said, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to adopt into your life for every single day. And
Yep.
I'm going to create like a one-page sheet of this. So if
Mm.
anybody wants it, just put something in the, we'll put what? Put, I don't know. What should we put
Yeah,
in?
drop it in. They can put it in the comments because we look at them afterwards and we
Okay,
check
yeah.
when the
Put it in
replay
the
goes
comment.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
put it in the comments if you want this one sheet. I'll send it to you. So you'll have it to go through, and you can go through it more as often as you need to, because forgiveness is, it's going to be here. While you're here on life, you're going to just keep on having to forgive, girl. That's it. That's it. You're going to have to keep making a choice that you want to forgive. If you want to be free, if you want to have a life full of joy, because I'm telling you, whatever is happening, you can recover. Okay. You can recover. You can get to the other side.
Yeah.
So back to our steps. So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
next thing I want you to think about is, why are you holding on to this pain? Why?
Wow.
Are you holding on to it because you think you're entitled? Are you holding on because you want justice?
Mm.
Are you holding on? Are you holding on to it? Why? 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 Was it unfair? Why are you holding on to it?
Could revenge be part of that too?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Get him. Get them, Lord. Get them, Lord. I'd be like, I told this story one time when I was preaching I was bringing a message at church, and I was saying how I wanted revenge. I'm like, Lord, I'm your daughter. I've been serving you. I've been like, me, Lord. Why are you not avenging me, right?
Yeah.
And clearly, the Holy Spirit said, somebody is praying that prayer about you.
Ooh.
Asking God to get me for something I did to them.
Ooh.
And the same God who gave me grace and didn't come to get me is the same God that's giving that person who injured me grace and not going to get them.
Yeah.
I clearly had to be very quiet, humbled me very quickly, because we forget that not only do people injure us, but we injure others.
Yes. 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 And some injuries are I mean, what about, I know you guys get on the list, but I can't help but interrupt you because this is so great. What about people that are on the list that you've heard that it's been a long time and you know, making an amends or leaving it alone and praying for them and not seeing them in person might be detrimental.
Yeah.
What can you offer for that person that's in that space that really wants to cleanse themselves of all the things that they're working on, getting some freedom from forgiveness? They're working on identifying some of the pain, because this list is powerful, right? It's going to bring out some things you haven't thought about. It's going to bring people up that you haven't thought about. It's going and then you're going to find yourself like, oh, well, maybe it's an ex-spouse, or it's, you know, an ex-employer, or it's something like that that really you might want to feel like you need to verbally communicate with them or face-to-face communicate with them, but may not be the best thing.
Yeah. And I get that. And so I rely a lot on God to give me wisdom. I really do, because God knows everything, meaning he knows my heart, and he knows the person who I may be facing. He knows their heart as well. So he'll probably know this. He will know if it's the right time to talk, or it's the right time to make a right and make a beeline and act like you don't see them, right? But I think for me, as I continue to go through this forgiveness journey, as I begin to make a choice to forgive, and as the layers of bitterness and anger and defeat and all of these things began to move away from me, and my heart really began to get soft, it was grace that was there. It was love
Mm.
that was there. It's like all of the attributes of God began to replace those hard things. Like my heart wasn't hard towards people anymore. So when
Wow.
I was able to see the person, I could extend love.
Mm.
So it wasn't that, and I do have to say this because sometimes we think that when you are Christians and you're married and you should be able to work through everything, you should be able to get to everything. And you can forgive a person, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
mean you have to stay.
Yeah. Amen.
You
Yeah.
could have done all that you could have done, and it's okay. It's the end of it. And obviously, if you have a pastor, you're in a church home, you're going to consult your pastor and all of that stuff. You're going to consult God, right? I don't take it lightly to be divorced because I was in it till death do me part.
Right. That's right.
Right. But I just want you to know that you can forgive someone. It doesn't mean that you have to stay in their presence. It doesn't mean you have to stay in their circle. It doesn't mean
That's
you
right.
have to take their calls. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you got to let him hit you again. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean any of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean any of that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that what they did was right.
That's right. That's right.
And I read a quote that said, forgiveness is like going to a prison cell. You have the keys in your hand. You open up the door and you find out that you're the prisoner.
That's it.
You're the prisoner.
You are the prisoner of your forgiveness.
It's not the person. It's
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
And you always had the keys to open up the gate and let your own self out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't and I am not minimizing anyone's pain. Because sis, I know what it means to be on the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of
Yeah, come on now.
hurt.
Yeah. Yes.
That pain is real.
Yes.
I know what that means to be so depressed you don't want to get out the bed. That you wish that you would just be out of here in a blink of an eye without it was better to be gone.
Yes.
Like I am not minimizing your pain, sister. Because that pain is real.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it is really hard to get through.
Yeah.
And it's really, really painful. But what I'm saying is that will you choose today to make a step towards forgiveness? Will you choose today to make a step towards happiness? Will you choose today to let go some of that bitterness? Will you ask God to come in and to soften your heart so that you can forgive? Will you ask him today to help you to forgive? Because this is going to be key for you to get out of where you are.
Yeah, that's. I was just sitting there listening to you, and really, man, the answer is yes. To the willingness. But sometimes even then we can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. We talked a couple of weeks. I had to ask God to help me. Help me.
Ask harder. Pray harder.
Help me to forgive because I know it's the right thing to do, but I feel justified in holding my pain.
Yeah.
I feel justified in holding this hurt.
Yeah.
But I know if I don't forgive men, you're not going to forgive me. And I need your forgiveness.
Wow.
So help me, Lord. Help me to see like you see. Help me to love like you love.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do, but it's not impossible.
It isn't. And I'm going to say this too for people that are on my side. I'm not proud of my choices that grew up in my first marriage. I got weak and I made a choice and I cheated on my ex-wife but I believe this to be true. What you said, Monica, is that there's some forgiveness that I've received from not only her but everyone else that was involved in it. And some of them I never saw again, but the spirit, I asked him to help me forgive myself for those I may never see again. And that spirit, you know, the voice is like, it's forgiving.
Yeah.
You know, so to feel it, I mean, you had to do it in your case. You shared about it last week because I had to ask. I said, "How the heck did you?" I mean, you know, I just had to ask. I would still be wanting to beat them up. I'm like, I'm just, you know, they call me the quiet storm when people I care about. They do some things right, and I'm ready to go, right. So yeah, how could you do that, man? And so, but to feel that, that's a real sensation, I guess is what I'm saying. Even if you were a cat that was carrying my shame and my guilt.
Yeah.
And my pain, right? The healing piece is amazing. Other people forgiving you for things that, you know, man, only God can help them forgive you for.
Yeah. Yep. How many times have you heard of a story? And it's not often, but you do hear of the stories of someone's son or someone's family member getting killed by someone. And then that parent or that mother or that father comes out publicly to say that they forgive the person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
only takes the strength of God.
Yeah,
You
no
cannot
doubt.
do that within your own strength.
No. So stop relying on it, right? And stop relying on your own strength, and then maybe whether you pray or not, then find something. I'm just like I'm encouraging people. Don't carry this because you don't have to. When I see you smile, after hearing your story and all that, I mean that's like, man, living proof.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we ain't just talking about some regular stuff. You spinning solutions and these questions that you're asking, and people are coming in and out. And I don't know if we can see the comments or not
I
of where
can't.
you're coming from, or when you come in, let us know if you can where you're coming from, and show Monica some love, man, because she is really just, and make sure you're taking the notes and doing her homework, because I'm taking notes. I'm supposed to be paying attention to her, but I'm taking.
I see you, Jackie. I see
Yeah,
you, Juanita.
Juanita,
I
yeah,
see
cause
you,
yeah,
Elaine. I
yeah,
see
yeah.
you,
We,
Evelyn.
we see y'all out there, ladies. Yeah,
I
thank
see you,
you.
Stacy. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming in, ladies.
yeah. I'm not ignoring y'all. Just I can't see you, so I want to just let y'all know that, man, we appreciate you being here, and let Monica know that she's not by herself. She knows she's not, because she always got the big man on the side. But you know, it's nice to see your community show up for her and do this stuff. So all right, I'm gonna try not to interrupt as much, but I mean, you know, the more I interrupt them, maybe the more I can get you to come back some more, right?
No, it's
So
good. This is good. Listen, I am loving this because really, this is the forgiveness series, right? We've been
yes,
talking for 3 weeks. This
yes,
is the
yes,
series. And if you
yes,
haven't heard interview 1, interview 2, 2 was last Tuesday, and
yeah,
the interview 1 was 2 Tuesdays ago. This is
yeah,
also streamed on YouTube, right? What's your YouTube
yes.
channel?
Oh man, I'll have to figure out which one to tell them. If they can't get it, just hit me up, DM me on Facebook. You know, Jeff Tyson, Comeback King, GEOFF, Jeff with a G, and or let Monica know if they need it, and I'll be sure to get y'all what you need. You know, I
Yeah,
don't have anybody on that can get that right away tonight, so
yeah. No
otherwise you get
problem.
it. But we'll be glad to get. And Monica, if I haven't already, I thought you might have them also. So if it's easier, if you don't have them together, I'll put them together for you, and make sure you also have them to send out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So
Okay.
has been a series. We're in week 3, and it's really been blessing me because although we're talking about it, I'm assessing myself. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
let a man examine himself. So I'm
Yeah.
looking in my own mirror because none of us have arrived. As long as
Yeah.
we're living, we are checking ourselves, making sure we still good, making
Yes.
sure my heart is still clear, making sure I ain't got no
Yes.
blockages, no root of bitterness is springing up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the springtime when you go out and you go to look at the dirt. You have those weeds sometimes that you didn't know
Yeah.
they were there until they get a little water on them. And then they
Yeah.
start peeking up. You'll be like, you are not nothing I planted. You're a weed. We gotta keep weeding that garden.
Yeah. We do it all the
None of
time. And
those things.
there's this saying I go by. I think it goes like, your mind is the garden and your thoughts are the seeds. And then it says,
Mm,
will you grow flowers or will you grow weeds? And you know,
I
and,
love that.
ooh, I like to take credit for it, but it ain't mine.
Will you grow
Yeah,
flowers or
flowers
will
or
you
will
grow
you grow
weeds?
weeds? And you know, I found that book when I was at the hospital during my prostate surgery, right? And I was like
Hmm.
all in my head and thinking about all the things that wasn't going to be good for me anymore, and all the stuff that goes along with, you know, that type of surgery. And
Hmm.
I picked up that book, man, and I just started smiling. Tears rolled down my eyes, you know, because I needed God. God led me to that book,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And
yeah.
and that title, so I still carry it with me. I got it in my bag somewhere because it's about what we've been talking about. Doing some work on yourself, stepping into some faith, and having some belief around the possibilities of a
Yeah.
better life, man.
A better life. We
Mm.
only have one.
I
We
want.
only have one. I don't want to live in a cramp. I don't want to be living in a bound by the
Yeah,
things of the past.
yeah,
But it takes work, and I just don't want to minimize anyone's pain because that pain is real. What you feel
yeah,
is real. I just want you to have hope that you can get to the other side. You can get to the other side. If you don't leave with nothing else today, I want you to have hope, sis, that you can live a better life after this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we were talking about, why are you still holding on to this pain?
Yes, yep, yep, yep.
Because if you're holding on for an apology, you have to forgive without the apology. Apology may
Mm,
never come.
mm.
And then sometimes it comes and we assess whether the person is really sorry or not, as if we are God. But apology may not never come,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Justice, the way you think, may not ever come.
right,
But will
right.
you make a choice today to
Mm,
choose to forgive?
wow. No
That's what,
matter, no matter what,
no
no
matter
matter
what.
what was done to you.
Because you want to be the prisoner that gets out the gate. You want to
Yeah,
get out of this locked cell.
yeah,
You want to
yeah.
get out of this locked cell. You got to make a decision, though, to get out because you actually have the keys
Already in your pocket.
already in your
Been
pocket.
jingling around here, and you just
Yeah,
pulling them out, and putting them back.
yeah,
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 and staying stuck in the state of misery because you're not
yeah,
wanting to do something different. Come on, man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So we
you
have to
know.
be honest about what is going on. You talk about
Ooh,
facing what's real, facing that
yeah.
pain. What is really going on inside of your heart and your mind today?
Mm. Well, you hit the H word, that honest word. That people get the shivers when they hear that, you know, and some of it is deep down, right? And you put so many disguises around the pain. You put so many stories around the pain, right? I'm just talking about Jeff and my journey, you
Mm-hmm,
know,
mm-hmm,
and,
mm-hmm.
and denying all the things that are real. But you said it. Honesty is the first step to freedom.
Yeah, yeah,
And sometimes the honesty is to God, I don't know how to do this anymore. You know, I'm in a ball, all curled up. Lord, I don't know what to do with this.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and man, he's there already, but he'll show up.
He will.
He will show up,
He will.
and he will send somebody. If you don't think you believe in him, and you make a statement, he will send somebody, right?
He
I mean, that's
will.
how it happens anyway. You know, it's
He will.
so somebody's coming.
Yeah,
You know, because you can't heal what you don't reveal.
yeah. Sometimes honesty is just raising a hand to say, I really need help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? We
Yeah.
we're I'm faith based, so I'm in the church. I believe in the church. I love the church. But sometimes you can't show up as your honest self. Sometimes I felt, let
Yeah,
me go
yeah,
with me,
yeah, yeah. There you go. I mean, I'm with you. I'm got you. You good? Yeah.
can't show up as my honest self. I was a first lady. We
Mm,
had a church, we had children, we had all of these things, we had ministry, and here I was broken. but still trying to show up every day, still trying to be the leader, still trying, not saving face, meaning having on a mask, but you're still trying to do the things that you are required, so to speak, to do, right? Because you're in leadership. So you don't take time to kind of deal with the pain, because that pain is so real and so deep and so hurtful, right? But we talked about, I had to get to the place where I decided that I was more important. My children were more important. And I had to make a decision to go someplace and have a seat. Not to lead anybody else. I didn't have to pray for no one else. I didn't have to bring another word. I didn't have to do anything. I had to go sit down and be healed and be ministered to. That was my decision, right? And sometimes we have to do that. And sometimes, I don't want to just say as women, but I am a woman. We have to keep showing up. We have children. We have to go to work. We have to pay the bills. We have to go on and on and on and on, right? There's no space for me to lay down and cry and just be like, I'm not doing anything no more. Could you imagine?
Yes.
But I do say thank God for my children, because that was what got me out the bed some days. I didn't have my children. Like, I don't know how many days I could have stayed depressed in my room with the blinds shut, because I didn't want sunlight to come in, because that's how depressed I was. That's how devastated I was. That's how heartbroken I was. Right?
Right. But he knew he had those little angels around the house.
Oh, yeah.
He needed to take care of.
Oh, yeah. Because who else is going to show up for them? Right? Who else is going to show up for them? But that's what we do as women. So we kind of push our pain and our hurt. We put it to the side, because we have to keep showing up for other things. But you need to take some time, sis, to deal with you. You need to take some time to deal with what's happening with you, because you have to live with you. Like, you have to look in the mirror. And sometimes we don't look in the mirror because we don't even like what we see, right?
Don't have that person looking back at you. Yes,
you
man.
Don't. You
that
don't.
mirror moment.
You don't. Because sometimes it's that little broken girl. Sometimes it's that little heartbroken girl. And you don't want to see her, right? And I understand that. But what I'm saying also is that you can be healed from that. And you can look in the mirror. When we did Embrace Your Power 30 Days Affirmations, we did some mirror work. So we will look in the mirror and tell ourselves, listen, I am victorious. I am more than a conqueror. I am loved. Like, sis, I love, like telling yourself, sis, I love you, girl. I love how you look. I love your nose. I love your lips. I love your body. You know, sometimes we always nitpicking at ourselves.
Oh, come on,
I'm
man.
too heavy. Oh, I'm too this. Oh, my ears
comparing yourself to this, what you see on TV.
All of this that's all around you, right? Oh, my hair is too short. My hair is too kinky. Like, we always nitpick at our own selves. But to look in the mirror and say, girl, I love your hair, girl. You are just so cute. Look at you today. Look at you today. Like, when that comes from the inside out, then you can see the impact when, you know, when you're just out in the world, like, you're not even trying, but you see the impact and people see the light, right? You see the difference, just like you can see the difference when someone is heartbroken or when someone is, you know, you can see the difference, right? So we want to live that life where we are just letting the light of God show through us, the love of God show through us, that we're out to serve and we're out to help, but we're also well. We're well. Our mind is well. Our physical body is well. Our soul is well. Our heart is well.
Come on now.
That makes so much more of an impact in our communities when we are well. So take some time, sis, and deal with what's happening with you. And right now, there is a lot of things going in the world. There's a lot of things going on.
I mean, I just saw some stuff today. Just like, oh my goodness. And I just want to add to what you're talking about, because women don't get enough credit for being the leaders that they are. Y'all are leaders. Come come on, I'm just saying, y'all are leaders, and y'all need to understand. We all need to understand that the internal healing all goes back to we become better leaders, stronger leaders. We make better choices. But to my Nubian queens, and y'all are true leaders. I mean, my mom's was an amazing woman. My sisters, my wife. So I come on, I'm rooting
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
y'all, right? To
Yeah.
stand up and this song, I'm just gonna say, just came to my mind. There's a song out there. My granddaughter, she learned it word by word. It's about no scrubs. Don't
No.
fall in no scrubs. No hanging out with your best friends, right? Trying to
Oh
holler
yes.
at me.
Yes, sir.
She understands what that means, right?
Yes, sir.
And so, because we get into situations when our heart is broken and people in slide buzzers come around and they prey on the weak and hurt and wounded, and so I don't know if we have anyone like that in the audience. You're in a safe space.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
right? Show yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I see it, right? And I'm like, oh man. And I'm trying to get young men, old men, men in general to stop destroying what's already wounded.
Yeah.
Stop it. So anyway, that's another conversation for another day.
No, but thank you for saying that. Thank you for giving kudos to the women.
Come on, man. Y'all. I don't just say that. I mean, I get excited about it.
Yeah.
To be around, because I understand. I know biblically it might say something different, but when I look at the real pieces between women and men, man, y'all got it down. Y'all got it down.
Well, we thank God for that. We thank God for that, because we don't do it in our own strength. Nothing is in our own strength. Nothing is in our own strength. So listen, I think we're like in 45 minutes, but if you've went through the steps with us and you don't feel differently at this moment, I'm telling you, just going through these steps right now, there's something that has shifted, because you are working on the pain. You are identifying it. You are thinking about what it is that is telling you, or what it did tell you about who you were and what you never would be, and all of those things. And then you're thinking about why that you had chose to hold on to that pain. So don't think it's for naught. If you don't feel nothing immediately, if you ain't bawling and crying and all that stuff, that's okay. Keep working on this list. I want you to go back to it. And again, I have it all in one sheet. If you want the one sheet, just put one sheet in the comments and I will get it to you so that you can go over it again and again. If you're just joining us, welcome. Glad you're here. Watch the replay. Watch us on YouTube, because I think Facebook only holds this for 30 days and after then it disappears. But it will stay on YouTube so that you can go back to see it. I'm really hoping that this has made an impact, that you have really taken the time to go through the steps. And really, like I said, if you don't hear anything else I say, wherever situation you're in, there is hope on the other side. Says you can get through this. I'm telling you, I'm a woman of faith. I'm going to say hope deferred makes the heart sick. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to, your hope doesn't have to be deferred anymore. You can get out of that jail cell. You can let go of that bitterness. You can let go of that pain. And you can get to the other side. Really, nothing else. You can, I'm telling you, because I'm proof of it. I'm the receipt, girl. I'm telling you, I am. And I want you to know to take everything, all that we have written out today through these steps, and take them to God in prayer. Leave them at his feet, because he cares more for you and he wants the best for you. He wants the best for you. He don't want you to be walking around carrying these heavy weights on your shoulder, can't barely lift up your head for yourself. He doesn't want that. So come and lay it at the master's feet.
Yeah. I mean, and so if anybody has any problems with the replays, anything, just Monica, let me know. I'm going to make sure you have both sets of what we have, and because it's really, you think this was fire, and it was. She really, it just stacks. Each week it stacks on top of some other stuff. It just keeps greater and greater and greater, man. you know, the sincerity. I'm sitting here from just getting to know you like everybody else that doesn't really know you. And I can tell you that, man, it's a privilege to be a part of this journey with you and to see, I can see one of my gifts is to receive energy from folks. And when you light up, it's like, man, wow, that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but real recovery, real joy.
No
And
goodness of my own.
man, no goodness of your own, but you show up, and you show up humbly. And it's just so much more to offer. So I really want to say thank you for putting this together. And I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna go back and listen to the recording because I have to sneak and get me some updates so I can be a better husband to my wife of 15 years this September, right? Who's brought me grandbabies. And thank you. So life can change.
Yeah.
You can get remarried if that's what you want to do, but healing yourself first. And the mirror, like she's talking about, that mirror exercise is amazing. I believe in that. So, what do we have in store for next week? Can you tell us that before you run away?
Whoa, I don't know yet. Oh my gosh! I really don't. So tune in. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be special. I mean, we're going into May and we're going into Mother's Day. And one of the things I really want to do next month is a workshop on grace for our mothers. Ooh. I want us to give grace to our mothers and talk about, the things that has happened and things that we've been through. And sometimes you don't know these things until you become a mom yourself or be older yourself. And then you get to see why your mom made the decisions. And, we never get to hear our mom's story.
Yeah.
Like we hardly ever, I should say that, get to hear our mother's story from their perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's important. It was important for me when I heard my mom's story from her perspective, how it impacted me as a daughter. And then how it impacted me as a mother. Because sometimes when you're growing up, whatever bad happened to you, you said, oh, I'm not going to do that to my kids when they, when I have kids, I'm not going to do that to my kids. I'm not going to spank my kids. I'm not going to do that. Whatever it was that you felt was bad, right?
Right.
And then the kids grow up and then they still think whatever happened in their life wasn't perfect. And then they say, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? It's like the cycle keeps going.
Yes.
But for me, it was very important that when we're talking about forgiveness and letting go some things, I had to let go some things from my childhood. I had to let go some things from, I had to forgive my mom.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand her life. I didn't understand her struggles. I didn't understand the things that she went through that made her the mom, being a mom at a young age, all of those things. And back in those days, totally different than they are now, right? And the abuse and the things that they suffered that they couldn't even talk about, they couldn't even tell anyone, right? And it was just a lot of stuff. So I want to so if you want to look out for anything, we're going to talk about grace for our mothers when we get, and maybe my mom will join me. That would be so.
Oh boy, yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah, because you get to hear a story and we get to talk about how we need to give our moms grace and release them from some things.
You said something, release them. And I know you got to go. I mean, I can't just leave this because it's so powerful. Again, to my Nubian queens, that when they are the household, they are the mom, the dad, and all those things a lot of times. And then all the things that they've gone through historically, it's just so amazing to be able to give them some grace because they've held on to some things. I mean, like the grip, just holding on, man. You can't let go of claw marks because they just afraid to let go. I mean, because of the strength they've had to develop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited about that Grace series coming up, and it's going to be amazing, I know. And your children are fortunate to they know this already, to have you, and and the kids around you, relatives, or wherever else.
We pray they do, you know. Like I said, anytime your kids are with you, they be like, Mom! Ah! Until they get older. Then they be like, you
Yeah,
know what? Mom was cool.
yeah, they come back, and then they become hopefully a big part of your life, and like
Uh-oh, I think you
all the
froze.
time.
Oh,
You
there
lose
you
me?
go. You're back. You're back.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, that must be the internet saying it's time to let it go. So I'm gonna do that. But before you go, anything? I mean, I know your latest out, and I got you to talk some more. But is there anything you'd like to leave us with
If
this
you
time?
don't know who I am, I think I didn't really introduce myself. I am Monica Hall, and I really help women over 40 overcome life challenges. We do this through books. We do this through journals. We do this through workshops. We do this through interviews like this, where people come on and just let me talk, that I appreciate. If you need me to come and speak, if you need me, if you want to talk, if you need a coach, if you want to call me, you need to just work through a little tough situation. I run a women's group that we meet every third Thursday called Destiny Awaits. It's a virtual group. It's a safe space for women where you can come and lay down some stuff and you don't have to worry about nobody else picking it up, sis.
Yeah.
So if you need a safe space, there's that. Whatever you need, if it's a challenge that you are facing in life and you need some help navigating it, give me a call. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm around, destined for
Yeah.
purpose, ATL.org. I would love to be a part to help you get to the other side.
Woo. Well, I would say hurry up and get the information. Make sure that y'all don't miss it. And Monica, I want to say thank you again for amazing time. Just keeps getting better and better. And when I see this smile, I know that well, I'm in the right place. So
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me. We'll be back
Yes.
next week.
That's right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you again, Monica. Well, man, hey, listen, there's not a whole lot more I need to say other than hopefully that you've taken some notes and you've gotten her contact information and really, she gave us the list of things to do. I'm going to do that homework myself, and don't forget the why that she talked about. So anyhow, stay tuned for next week, and if you're really looking for the replays, let me know about that, and I will make sure you get those. And Comeback King Enterprises, we want to say thank you for helping us put this together with collaboration with Conversations with Jeff. And in our community, before we say goodbye, we always say, remember, your lifestyle is about to come back. Don't see your comeback as a limitation. And let's rise together. This week, let's rise together. This week, let's look in that mirror, like Monica said, and look deeply in the eyes of that person that's looking back at you and find something good to say. Find something good to flip the switch on your stinking thinking that's going on in your life and stand strong in your purpose. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're looking for a community to hang out with, let us know. We can put you in place with us from heartbreak to healing. And thank you again to our guests and those of you that showed up. Have a great day, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.